Hey y'all, welcome back. This is my monthly project update for end of May, start of June. So let's just get started. Here is my thing. It's got the measurements and everything. So I had 5 makeup products that I was working through, and I finished 3 of them, which is exciting. I had one perfume from an Etsy seller called Spectrum Cosmetics. It smelled very nice, but it's getting kind of old. So I finished that. And then I also finished the blue Smashbox eyeliner. And then this is the Milk lipstick, which I'm pretty much calling done. I know there's probably, several dozen more uses out of that, but honestly, as much as I love this, it is time for it to go. Also, someone is cooking, in case you want to know that banging sound. Anyway, so those are the 3 I finished. The 2 I made progress on are, and I'm rolling these over to next month as well, are this Milani Eye Primer. So the start of May, this was 26.65 grams. And for the start of June, it is 23.46 grams. I use this pretty much every day. You can see with the light there, it is getting way, way down. So there's that. And then is this Milk Makeup Sample Size blush. There's a surprising amount of product in here. So this started at 44.88 grams, and it is now 43.91 grams, so it's almost a gram used last month, and I want to use about a gram again as well. Don't know how many grams are actually in there, but we'll find out. And then next up for makeup I'm doing in June, or trying to pan in June. Since I used up the the Milani lipstick, I'm gonna go for the next closest item to expiring, which is this Bite Beauty Mousse Bouche lipstick in the shade Beetroot. I love this formula. I'm really sad they discontinued it. I mean, understandable reasons, but it's also like, man, but love this color, and this formula. The shade is Beetroot, and the starting weight is 47.59 grams. This is the card for next month, if you see me looking that way. So that's that, and that is 47.59. I am also using up the NYX retractable eyeliner. This is in the shade Brown, because it's brown. Yeah, so I don't know how much I want to use of this. I mean, in an ideal world, I would use it up all the way, but we'll see. Did not weigh that because the eventual goal is to finish it up. So there's that, and then finally is a Burt's Bees Honey and Grapeseed Hand Cream. I won this in the white elephant kind of situation over the holidays. Now if you're washing your hands a whole bunch, you need to hang on to that. So that's the makeup stuff. Next up is the yarn stuff. Last month I had 3 yarn goals. This month I am going to do 3 more yarn goals, but slightly different. So last month, one of the goals was to get halfway through the orange section of this Rowan Yarns blanket. And 4, 8, 12. So I am, it's a 32 row. Each of the color blocks are 32 rows, and so I'm on row 12, so it's a little under halfway, but I am putting a hold on this for a little while. It's a little bit big to use, big to work on, it's hard to transport, Another thing that's hard to transport, but I really want to make progress on, is this Celestarium shawl. The initial goal was to get through the next increase, which is on row 100, and I am on row 83 right now, so the goal is to get through to row 100. So it's definitely one of those patterns that that you have to pay attention to because it's not repeating in any way, but it also comes out really, really pretty, especially if you like hold it up to the light there or whatever. It's, all the stars and stuff. So that's the Celestarium shawl that I am working on. And then the next is this sweater from the UK yarn that I'm working on. The goal was to get to 10 inches. I'm at about 9 inches from the underarm, which is not quite. And so the goal is to, on this one, is to get to, let's call it 12 inches. 12 inches from the armpit, and that's probably where I'm going to do the bind off, or at least start the ribbing for the bind off. So that's that. And so because the Rowan blanket is out, the new thing that is in that I have occasionally this month been doing instead of doing the Rowan one is this sweater, which is in the light ease pattern. I've already made the ease one, and now I'm doing the light ease one, which I'm doing with a slightly different colors. This is the Killington yarn from Miss Babs. I don't remember what the actual colorways are, but I'm doing rainbow and gray for this. And so I don't have too far but to get to this, but I want to get at least the arms detached and then do like 1 or 2 rounds for the underarms before, because this is a top-down sweater. So I want to get the arms all separated and then do maybe a run or 2 after that. So there's that. So next up is reading goals. I had 2 reading goals last month. One was to make progress on this Tolkien biography, which I did. I don't remember what exactly my goal was. I'm on page 160 right now. It is a really fast read once you get into it. And so, I'm going to set a goal of a little over 50 pages to page 214, which is the end of a chapter. So 214 is going to be my goal. I actually mark it this time so I know that's that. Yeah, it is a really interesting read. But like it's fairly clearly written, and it's also just like he's a fascinating figure. And then is The Woman in White. I think my goal was to hit a page 80 maybe? Anyway, I'm on page 144 right now. I have not read this as much as I would have liked. And this is getting tabled for a little while, just so I can dedicate mental energy to other things. So instead I'm picking up The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern, about halfway through on page 243, and my goal is to finish this. So those are reading goals. I've not been hitting my reading goals this year, but like it's not because I haven't been reading. Like I've been listening to a lot of audiobooks. Oh yeah, that was the other thing. I had Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets on my goals for May, and so I finished that early on because Chamber of Secrets became available on my library app. Like the audiobook became available, and so I listened to it through that. And so I've been listening to I finished Prisoner of Azkaban because of that. I've been re-listening to the Ranger's Apprentice series because that was a big thing for me in middle school, early high school. Been listening to some Agatha Christie as well. So it's not like I haven't been engaging in literature, I just haven't been sitting down and paging through things. because audiobooks tend to be my preferred format. So those are all the literary goals. Reading, and then writing. My goal was to write about 1 hour a week of my old NaNoWriMo novel, and on average, have done that. I didn't really do it the first week or two, and then I've done about 2 hours last week, and I think maybe an hour this week as well. So on average, I did 4 hours, and I would like to keep that up again in June. I think setting a time goal is a lot easier, because then I can just work it in wherever. But yeah, so I have finally made progress, and I've started editing, and I've started typing, and it's been, I guess I'm not as trash of a writer as I thought I was, or at least my brain can sometimes tell myself I am, but yeah, so that's that, and that is my project update. Hope y'all are handling quarantine all right, and I'll see y'all in my next one. Bye!